Hi, and welcome to another episode of Six Star Talks. It's your girl, Ebby, and today we have an amazing show lined up for you guys. Today we have a past participant, Tristan, here with us, and she is just wonderful, and I'm so glad that you guys are here to experience this with us. Tristan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. It's Wednesday, so we're both wearing pink, and it's a good day to have a good day.
Yes, yeah. Wonderful. And so we had our 10th photo exhibit, and it was a few weeks ago. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. How was it?
You were truly missed, but it's okay. Life happens. We understand. It was amazing. The people were great. The food was amazing, and then there was drinks as well. Like, that was a new addition to the exhibit. And the stories were very beautiful as well, and the pictures turned out so amazing. Like, they were all breathtakingly beautiful, and they were all blown out like perfectly. Each one was lined up perfectly. Everything was just perfect. Like, that night was perfect, and the vibes were just immaculate too.
Yeah. That sounds like it was such a wonderful experience. I really wish I was there in spirit. Thank you so much.
You were there in spirit.
Thank you. So you were in two of the exhibits, and the first one you were in was beauty, and then the second one was about change. Which exhibit do you think you felt more connected with, and why?
Okay, so the two exhibits, like, the first one was perception. It was about true beauty, and this one was be the change. I think, like, both of them both have specific meaning to me. There's not one that doesn't mean more than the other. Like, they both have, like, different meaning, but, like, one doesn't mean more than the other one. But, like, I feel like I was more connected to be the change because since the True Beauty exhibit, a lot has changed throughout those years. So it was just nice to tell a story about change and just what has changed and what can change and, like, how you can be the change. And, like, the True Beauty one, it was not, like, as deep as, like, be the change, you know, like, it was just, they were both pretty deep, but I think be the change has, like, a little bit more meaning to me throughout the years from True Beauty.
Awesome. So speaking on change, is there any change that you would like to see in the city of Toronto happening?
Yes, I would like to see people, like, less stressed, people to smile more, and I would just like to see people, like, not on their phones as much. Like, when I'm on the subway, I can just see everyone just, like, looking at their phone, and it just, like, distorts, like, their face, and it's just, like, it's not, like, when you just, like, look up from your phone, like, you just look more present and, like, beautiful and just, like, more there, and then everyone's just, like, on their phone, just, like, looking down, like, not having a good time.
Yeah.
So that's a change that I would like to see.
Do you think that it's possible to see that type of change since so many people are addicted to their devices? Like, do you think it's possible for change to occur in this day and age?
I think change is very possible to occur because, like, everyone's changing every day. Like, it's inevitable that we don't change. There's good change and there's bad change. You just gotta choose which one you want. But I think it's a little harder nowadays to not be on your phone, but I think if everyone does, like, a specific amount of non-screen time, I think it's manageable. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we have a question from one of our viewers. His name is Marcus, and he mentioned that he had come out to the premiere of the film Broken before the pandemic.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he wanted to know that how was your experience? Like, he wanted you to elaborate on your experience in doing that film and your overall experience in the Film Stars project.
Okay. So that film, that was the first film I've ever done. The experience was great. The people, like, my coworkers, like, my actors, my fellow actors, and just everyone, we got everything done, like, behind camera, on camera. Like, the story came out very well. It was very telling. There was, like, different places where it was being shot, and I think it came out really well, like, better than I expected. Like, I thought, like, I had insecurities of it not turning out to be as good as it did, but, like, that just all kind of like brushed off as soon as you saw it. But yeah, that experience, like filming that, that was like coming into, like during the premiere of the show movie Rogan. I like gave a speech like talking about like kind of like mental health and like how I had like anxiety and like depression and just like all that stuff. And I talked about it like just like not everyone is like going through, like people are going through a lot of things that you don't really see or we don't really talk about. And that was like the first time I ever really like talked about like my mental health. So I just thought it was like really a full like 180, like coming back to film stars when it was all about like when they started to do about mental health. So I just loved like the change of that and just like the range of different things that they've done to change, you know.
Definitely. That's like, you know, you were mentioning it and I was like, wow, it must have felt so wild for you to mention that and then be able to come back into the program as a participant and get to explore that aspect of the mental health, right? Like, what would you say is more difficult, doing long form film or short form?
I think they both are like, they're not entirely not difficult and like not undifficult. Like like short film would probably be more simpler than a long film because there's more cuts, there's more takes, there's more crew, there's more that. Like a short film would be a little harder than a little sorry, what did you say? Like
the short, like would you say the shorter films or the longer films, like in aspects of like conveying messages and like showing story and also the working parts in the background?
I think like a short film, like our short films that we did like this year, they were a little bit more difficult than like the longer set film because it's like more crunch time, like less time to really do it, and like the longer film we have like more like the more span of like these dates, like just more time to prepare than like the shorter films. I get you. You are a woman of many talents. You model and you also act. Which one would you say is more difficult? I would definitely say acting is more difficult because you just have to remember lines and you have to remember what to do after a line if there's an action in between the line. So you have to remember those things. And when you're filming, like you have to stay in one place for like a long period of time. If you move like an inch out of like the frame, you have to redo everything. It will mess up the takes and everything. And like modeling, like it's like one shot and it's done. With acting, it's like multiple shots and it can get exhausting and it's tiring and it's draining like a little bit, like not like completely draining, but it's more draining than taking pictures. Because like with modeling, you just like pose and take a shot and then it's one and done. And like even the editing is not as difficult as like film editing. Like you actually have to put in background music and cut from this person to the other person and all that. And with the photo, it's just you just take it and then it's done. But like acting, it's multiple takes. So, and like plus like you have to get into character with like the character that you're doing, like how do they walk, how do they talk, like what do they say, like what does their hair look like, what does their outfit look like. So you just have to, there's a lot more that goes into it than just snapping a picture.
For sure. Do you ever find like when you do photo shoots, do you ever feel like you need to get into character, or it's just like, okay, I'm fierce, I'm here, let's do this, like let's make love to the camera?
There's like different like personas that you like when like the outfits that you're wearing and like what like hair and makeup that you need to get into and stuff, like there is that, and just like the story around like the area where you're taking the picture and stuff, like it has everything has a story really. So but I was like channeling your inner Sasha Fierce.
Get that. But I wanted to ask you, if you had an option to act again, what type of film would you want to act in, or what character would you like to play?
I think a film that I would like to like star in is like a coming of age film.
Ooh.
Like where it has like the vibe of like Mean Girls at the beginning and then Girl Interrupted at the end, where it's just like you're going through like high school, you're like figuring yourself out, and then you have like like you don't know who you are, and like people are trying to like bring you down like a little bit to like stop your shine from shining, and then you like kind of like get out of that environment, and then you're like into like a new adult environment. And then you kind of like are like on a verge of like a mental breakdown, and you have to like go through life and just different changes and stuff. But I think a coming of age film with like the vibe of like Mean Girls and Girl Interrupted, that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did mention like, you know, the coming of age and like going through those experiences where people are trying to bring you down. Do you believe that movies have the ability to make changes in the world? And do you feel like it could affect people like negatively, positively, or like, you know, help them through any emotional difficulties that they're going through?
I definitely think movies can spark a lot of change because there's so many different genres, and they can make you feel different things, and they're so universal where they can like reach so many people, and like they can inspire action or change, and like good positive change and negative change as well. Because like I watched this one movie, Soul Surfer, and I like broke my leg at the time, and she like got her whole arm cut off. And like my doctor, he said that you'll never like walk the same again, like da 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 da. And I'm like, but will I be able to snowboard again? He's like, no. And I'm like, so like she's like surfing with one arm, and I'm just like, if she can surf with one arm, like I know I can definitely like snowboard. So like that movie like inspired me to just to snowboard again. And as soon as I was like able to walk, like not even fully healed, I said, Dad, like, can we go to Blue Mountain? He's just like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. And I like went down the hill, like no problem.
Wow.
So yeah, I definitely think that movies can inspire a lot of change, like good or bad too. Like obviously if you're watching a movie like that's not really positive, that like negative outcomes could happen, but it is a movie, you can't really take it that seriously as well. For sure. And
we actually have a question from one of our viewers. Her name is Natasha, and she said that she wanted to get into modeling, but unfortunately she has a few friends that tell her that she doesn't have what it takes. What advice would you give her?
I would just say, honestly, don't tell your friends about it. Like they're obviously they're saying that because that's how they feel about them, and they can like see it in you. So I would just say, don't tell your friends that you're doing anything, because they obviously won't support you, and you won't get that support that you want from them. And I would just take the leap of action, just like go online and send in your submissions and your photos to agencies, or even like get in contact with the film stars if you're in the general area, because they could definitely help you out with that. But I would just say, like, if that's what you feel like connected to, and that's what you're drawn to, and people are saying that you can't do it, like people have told me I can't do it either, and it's just like, I've done it, so like I can do it. And so anyone can do it. Like it doesn't matter who you are, like it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter how tall you are. Like I thought height was a big factor, but that doesn't, when you're taking a picture, no one can see if you're 10 feet or like 5 feet. Like it just it doesn't matter. But I would just keep your dreams to yourself, because I've just noticed a lot of people around you don't really want you to achieve that kind of dream. And also, like, Natasha, girl, you got it. You got this. The world is changing so rapidly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If people are telling you you can't do it, maybe you shouldn't be dealing with those type of people. But definitely, like, you know, girl, you got this. Put yourself out there. There's so many different avenues to get into. There's now, like, the modeling world is more inclusive. Like, there's so much variety. There's, you know, prints, there's runway. You have a space in every avenue, and go for it, because there's no feeling like wanting to do something and not doing it because you feel like you can't do it, and feeling the sadness of not being able to take that leap of faith. If you want to do it, go out there,
put yourself out there, you will get something. I promise you.
100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. And like with that, a lot of times social media plays a lot in people's like views of what beauty is. Do you feel like social media determines that? Do you feel like it could change people's views on what is considered beautiful?
Yeah, I think definitely social media can definitely take a toll on the way you think beauty is, because you're looking at all these curated images that are filtered and filters, and you're just like, you put on a filter on your face and then it comes off, and then you're just like, oh, my skin has texture, and it's just like, that's not real life.
Yeah.
Like, all the photos are being edited, there's filters that are going on videos, and you can even edit videos now, and just like, it does put a damper on like the way people perceive things.
Yeah.
Because it's not real life.
It's not.
It's not. So
Yeah.
it does. It's a little harmful, but then at the same time, there are people who do show the side of like actual skin texture,
Yeah.
body positivity, and just like unity with like other things on social media. But then there's also like the people who aren't showing that side.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was like, I always see these things where people are like, oh, this person, like their life came out, and you know, it's a highlight reel of everybody's lives, right? So it's crazy that you're mentioning filters, because sometimes like I'll go on Snapchat and like I'll swipe and then I'll look at myself in those filters. I'm like, who is that person? And I'm just like, that's so crazy. But yeah, definitely, like even with me, I feel like it does change a lot of people's views on what beauty is, because everybody's trying to like, you know, imitate this one person, and it's like, you guys look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what are you guys doing? But yeah, I totally get it, because sometimes I'm like, I want to change it up. I want to do this and this. It's like, you know, whatever you feed your like mind is what you'll start to believe, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, I need to take a break from social media, but like, you know, it's the way you use it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to ask you, it's so crazy. Like, I'm thinking about it, 2025, we're like at the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Do you have any goals that you want to achieve before the year's over? Are there any things that you're extremely proud of that you've achieved this year? Like, where are you headed towards?
I feel like every year just keeps going by faster and faster and faster. Like when I was younger, like the summer felt like a year. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. Yeah, like I literally thought summer breaks were a year break.
Yeah.
But now it's just going by insanely fast. But my goals are to just keep doing what I'm doing. Just focus on my mental and physical well-being, and just get like more connected and like closer to God as well, just like spiritually as well. But yeah, I would just say I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, because I've been doing very well like this year, and I just know like next year is gonna be
even better.
Yeah, even better. It's just gonna be filled with more opportunities and stuff.
Yes. I actually wanted to tell you how proud of you I am, because like I see when in the beginning of the program, when you came in, you were a little bit closed off, and then just to see you opening up and like, you know, walking in and you have that smile on your face, like every time you were a little bit late, I'm like, is Tristan coming? But when you did, it was just so amazing. And I wanted to say thank you so much. And you are definitely making a huge change in a lot of people's lives. You don't have the opportunity to see it all the time, but you are truly such an amazing person, and I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to, you know, mingle and talk and get to know each other, because like you're just you have a special place in my heart. I was like, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, and I appreciate your kind words. And it's just like I've had a difficult time from not being in Toronto to now coming to Toronto, where it's just like I had to open up in a different way than what I was doing before. So it's just like a new coming back to like what I was doing before, but just like a little stalled. But yeah, just getting back on track for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for being here and watching this episode. If you have any questions or want to get more information, you can visit us at www.thefilmstarsproject.org. And we look forward to making more videos. And once again, thank you so much for being here, Tristan. And thank you guys for watching. And hope to see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
I'm chilling in the West End.